I need it more than you now.
Get in! Faster? I'll try.
You rat! Son of a bitch! Come on!
Thinking whore, I'm gonna cut you a new hole. You think I'm a joke? Go on then! Laugh, bitch, laugh! Easy, partner. Look where you're walking. Sorry, ma'am.
They took my boy! My boy!
Who did?
He's missing. He's only a youngster. My boy is missing.
Where? Who took him?
Them people in the hills. Them hills near Hanging Rock. They took it.
Can't the police force help you?
No. They can't even help themselves. Please, sir. My son is missing. I need your help.
If I find him, I'll bring him back to you. Yeah. Let's go. Come on. Yeah. Come on. Easy. You get that would do. What you got on you, friend? Come on.
Armadillo 731. What is it with these things? Hello? It's a new line. Hello? Hello?
Sounds fun. What's happening?
I have no idea. Yeah, if it's important, they'll send someone down like they do with you.
Suddenly, the world is full of theys.
Yeah. I remember when we first got here. We used to consider people from Dade County to be exotic. Now guys can get here from the Midwest, and they can do it in 6 days.
Things have changed.
They've gotten away from me. Hello? I don't understand it no more, boy. Honest to goodness.
I'm not sure I do.
Marshall! 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 I just been up in the canyon, spying like you said. I think I seen me a couple of them rustlers. I think it was the Ballard twins and a couple of Mexicans.
They up there right now?
Well, it was a group of 4 men rounding up Mr. Gulch's livestock, and none of them looked like any of Gulch's hands, so yes, sir, right now.
That sarcasm's most unbecoming, Eli. It's gonna hold you back in life, even worse than your lazy eye. All right, let's go. You ride with us again, Marston?
Will you help me?
I will try.
It'd be my pleasure.
How long you been working for the government, Marston?
I don't work for the government.
Stay up, Marston. You never know. The Ballard twins might have set up an ambush. I'll be honest with you, Marston. I ain't for all this government interference.
Believe me, Marshal, neither am I.
I try to keep the federal boys happy. I mean, we need all the help we can get. But what does a flannel-mouthed city boy who's never forked a bale of hay in his life know about a state like New Austin?
Nothing, I reckon.
All this manifest destiny hogwash, taming a wild land, bringing modernization and betterments to the West. It's only made the rich richer and the poor poorer, and it's killed a way of life.
Building a factory over a field ain't gonna help nobody I know.
Look at what they've done to the natives for God knows how many years now. It's hardly like they're gonna suddenly start respecting a man's right to work his land.
That's different. They're savages.
It ain't that different, Jonah.
Are you sure it was the Ballard twins, Eli?
Sure as shoot. I'd know those boys any place.
Are these the same rustlers who've been causing the McFarlands so much trouble?
Nearly there. Oh, there. All right, boys. Let's proceed on foot from here. Head for the fort. Be ready, boys. We're probably going to be outnumbered.
And those bastards ain't short on firepower, neither.
Let's see how many there are. If we can take them alive, good. If not, smoke the sons of bitches.
Music to my ears, Marshal.
Rustlers, find some cover.
Marshal got one.
There's one more for the vultures.
Why you want to die?
Won't be rustling no more.
Sweet mother of God. Sick.
Let's split up. You take the left, boys. I'll go right. Marston, you can go with the deputies or cover me. Look, over there. Damn you.
Stay with me. Right, I'm in charge now.
That was some pretty damn good shooting, John.
Yep, Maybe you ain't the tenderfoot I thought you was.
Coming from you, friend, that's a real compliment.
Hell no! This way!
What the hell?
There's a bridge up ahead. The rustlers are probably guarding it.
Follow me.
Let's see what you got.
Oh, God.
Somebody fixed it happen.
This way.
Christ, that was close!
That's it.
I'm the man for it.
Sure put that feller to bed.
You kid. I'll kill you twice, you son of a bitch.
Marston, all you gotta do is point it and pull the trigger.
They're trying to stop us getting
Good grief.
You ain't leaving Pike Mason alive.
this free. Your wrestling days are over.
What are you waiting for? Do something. We're clear, boys. Let's get over this bridge.
What have you got for me? Damn, those Baller twins got themselves an army.
Yeah, rustling's a profitable business, and they ain't short on willing recruits these days.
Why'd a man break his back working 12 hours a day before a rancher can't afford to pay him?
But the rancher can't pay him because those sons of bitches are robbing his cattle.
Yep. It's one of them vicious circle things the marshal keeps jawing about. Look lively! They're all across the ridge! You might as well give it up now! Keep moving, boys. The marshal's by himself.
Are you gonna
Follow
do
me.
something, Marston? We should cross paths with the marshal up here.
He's been giving them hell on the other side.
That marshal of yours sure doesn't seem to mind getting his hands dirty.
Oh, he ain't afraid to pull the trigger, all right.
And he's been after these rustlers for a long time.
He'll tell you he's all about the book, letting the judge decide a man's fate, but he throws out plenty of his own justice, too.
Hurry up! Stay with us!
I plant you shallow without a reason, boy. More of these some bitches. Smoke them, boys.
Marston, point that at the goddamn rustlers!
I'm gonna be polite.
Keep moving. We need to get to the marshal.
Stay with me. Come on, take some of that fire off the marshal. Come on,
Guess the West still is wild.
Get away from me, Marston.
We've come for Mr. Gulch's cattle!
All right, stealthy as you can, boys. Let's get as close to those bastards as we can. You better surrender! You hear? Stay close!
For the love of God! You're just about dead!
Come on! Let's get these sons of bitches!
Got one!
Never pull your gun on somebody meaner than you.
Nice shot! Are you gonna shoot any of these rustlers, boys?
Don't try to be something you're not!
Looks like the Bollards won't be rustling again anytime soon. Quick, let's get those hostages free.
Thanks, Marshal. We're indebted to you with our lives.
Just get them cattle back safe.
All right.
Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you.
Well done, Mr. Marston.
Yes, well done.
Now, about Williamson.
I'll do what I can. You know, as you can see, this country is infested with all manner of scum.
You'd say that again.
Well, one other thing, Marston. Mr. Johnson, sir. It's Mr. Wes Dickens. He's missing.
Who?
Mr. Wes Dickens, the tonics merchant. He was due in town last week.
Oh, the narcotic and bat piss salesman who cons housewives out of their money with promises of eternal youth.
Yes, him, but I think you're being a little unfair. He's helped a great many of the county, and many of the townsfolk are really missing him.
You hear that, Marston? We just butchered a gang of thieves, and the town is up in arms about a missing snake oil merchant. I am so glad to be serving such a wise and respectable people. Come on, Eli.
Load up now.
I was talking some black.
Hey, partner.
I got nothing but good on Friday. Hey, watch it.
I've been hearing out this midway that they're fancy Indians. Mighty weird.
Let's go!
Mr. Marston, I've been hearing about your plans.
Have you, Miss McFarland?
Yes, from Lee Johnson, to settle here and build a life for yourself.
I'm afraid those aren't my plans. See, I already have a life. Well, I had one, and I'm trying to reclaim it. Or maybe what you could say is I had two, and I'm trying to end one of them so the other can survive.
You do so love to talk in riddles, Mr. Marston. Do you do that, I wonder, as a substitute for having anything interesting to say?
Probably, Miss McFarland.
Oh, call me Bonnie, you fool. Call me Bonnie.
Miss McFarland, I'm married. I have a son. I had a daughter, but she died. Years before that, I rode in a gang. We robbed banks, trains, held people ransom. We killed people we didn't like. Bill Williamson was in that gang. Now, if I don't capture my former brother in arms, great harm will befall my family. Now, I don't suppose any of this is very interesting to you, but I hope it explains why I wasn't so eager to talk about it.
No, I do understand. I had no idea. You poor man.
Even in this new country, memories don't really fade. My father was an illiterate Scot born on the boat into New York. He never saw his homeland, but to hear him talk about it, you'd imagine he only ever ate haggis and wore a kilt. And he hated the English for what they had done to his great-grandparents that he'd never met. People don't forget. Nothing gets forgiven.
That's true, especially when it comes to money. And you know, even now, after all his labors, my father's debts are still terrible. I worry every day about us losing the ranch. It would kill him.
My father died when I was 8 years old. His eyes were, well, let's just say he was blinded in a bar fight south of Chicago. My mother died during childbirth. She was a prostitute, and he was her, well, I don't know what he was. So I was sent off to an orphanage and ran away and fell in with a gang.
My word. What a difficult life you've lived.
The leader of the gang taught me how to read, taught me how to see all that was good in the world. He was a great man in a way.
But you killed people.
Sure, and I've suffered for it. And that's the life I left, or tried to leave. Said too much, Bonnie. I'm an uneducated killer, sent here to do all I can do well. Kill a man in cold blood so that another man may do his part to cut crime in an area, and a rich man can be elected governor on the back of these promises.
Civilization is a truly beautiful thing, Mr. Marston. Listen, can you help me?
Well, I can try. What do you need, money?
No, nothing so complicated. I need an extra hand to take out the herd to pasture.
Sure. Point me in the right direction.
Farmers such as yourself learned how to herd cattle. Up! Thank you for telling me all that back there. It must have been hard for you.
Hope you understand now why I've been playing my cards somewhat close to my chest.
I didn't know you had a wife and child. Then again, I don't think I ever asked. They're lucky to have a man like you.
I ain't so sure about that, but thank you.
Good to see you, Miss McFarland.
Yeah! Whoa!
That's it. Stay behind them, Mr. Marston.
Let's go! Drive them down the road, Mr. Marston! Come on, boy!
Ain't that hard, is it?
Hello there. Good
Let's
job.
see, cowboy.
Let's go!
This way! We need to take them out to the pasture!
Easy. Come on.
Nearly there. He's just showing
All right,
up now.
let's move this large herd out to the far pasture. Keep sweeping behind them. That way they'll stay together.
Marty's gonna love this.
Keep going, Mr. Marston. Nearly there, Mr. Marston. Keep them moving.
Doing great, Mr. Marston. Stay with him. Keep that herd together now.
You're not bad with the herd. Ranching might be your true calling, Mr. Marston. Either that or you were a cow in a past life.
Thank you, Miss McFarland.
See you back at the ranch.
Yeah. You little beauty. Let's go.
How do you do?
I saw my
I hear Nick John's more crooked than a dog highway.
beautiful morning, ain't it? Hello.
That Marshall Johnson's got the weight of the world on his shoulders.
You ain't
all
no
right.
shark. We'd be grateful if you join us for a few hands.
A couple of hands couldn't hurt.
Well, that contract was a phony.
Harley bears repeating, do it?
All righty, boys. I wish you all luck.
Sorry, He's just an underprivileged hoodlum.
Well, I'll be. I'm calling.
Think I'm gonna call. I know your game.
That ain't the cards, it's how you play them.
This may hurt.
I check.
Now I'm either lucky or foolish.
We have to get them people off that land.
Uh-huh. Got a fact?
Well, that's interesting.
Guess I'm folding.
Hello!
That deal almost ruined me.
Harley bears repeating, do it?
I'm gonna call it.
This might tangle some spurs.
Well, lock me up and throw away the key.
No, I'm out.
I call.
I'm here to play.
You'll believe anything I say because I'm white.
Well, I'll be.
I call.
Always nice to see an old friend. What the...
Well, hello.
No, thanks. That's enough for me. I'm gonna raise that. Call.
I'm not ready to get out yet. I call. You're in trouble now.
Boring. I'll check.
Shit.
Check, please.
Those young people keep daring each other to visit Mescalero. It's so dangerous.
My goodness.
Thought I had that one in the bag. Right. This is the one.
Well, ain't that something?
I'll call. You scared or something? I see you want to play.
I'm out. Somebody's throwing dust.
Well, hello.
I can't go home broke.
I may regret this. I see the way he looks at my wife.
Uh-huh. Not a fact.
I'll call that. It's no fun if you don't ever bet.
No turning back now.
Check. I like it.
I believe the new Spalding's catalog will be out soon. I love that everything's so simple.
That's what I like to hear.
Well, that contract was a phony.
Hardly bears repeating, do it?
How nice to see.
Just another ringful in my horn.
Don't worry. I'll be back for more of your money soon enough.
Dance.
Join the jamboree.